Hi guys, today I want to show you how I make my multi-purpose fried stew. So the first thing I do is I'm chopping one ball of onion. People have different preferences for onions, but in my opinion I think the more quantity of onions you use for this kind of stew, the more sweet you get and nutritious. But like I said, I'm using just one bowl of onion. So these are the seasonings. I use dried catfish, 2 types of crayfish, ground crayfish, and I used dried bell peppers. You can see how dry it is, about 8 pieces of that. And this as well, we call this bawa back in Nigeria. It's a Yoruba type of pepper, but I don't know what the name is here. So I'm gonna use a spoon to show you the consistency of the pepper. That's the consistency, so you know what it should look like. So I just got this fish from a local store and I grilled it in the oven. I just wanted a fresh taste of fish, knowing that I'm using dry fish as well, but I just wanted a fresh taste. For the palm oil, also known as red oil, you can as well use between 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of palm oil, and you'll notice that I did not bleach my oil. I just ensured that it was hot enough to start my frying. So please note that I did not bleach my oil. So I'm gonna pour the onions, my chopped onions, and allow it to fry for like 3 to 5 minutes. It's gonna fry, but it's not gonna get too dark to the extent that it starts to float. I don't allow my onions to float. But I fry it for like 3 to 5 minutes in the oil. So it's been frying for up to like 4 minutes thereabout, and I decided to pour in my blended pepper. Once I pour that in, I allow it to fry as much as I want. Usually it takes between 5 and 10 minutes. I'm trying to use all the better length of my blender so I have it now. Don't mind. Okay, so the stew is frying already, and you can see the oil coming up. That's how you get to know that okay, what you are cooking or frying is actually going towards completion. So let's go back to the crayfish and the dry fish that I showed you earlier. I soaked them in hot water with some salt. I like using salt. If you remember my first video, I like using some salt in anything I'm gonna rinse, because a lot of times I've touched it, and I see salt as a natural cleansing agent, you know. So that's why I use salt in rinsing my fruits, my dried fishes and all that. So here I'm just using all the spices and seasoning that I showed you earlier. My ground ginger, I love ginger. If I can lay my hands on garlic as well, I try to use garlic in my cooking. So I've added salt, I've added my ground ginger, I've added the seasoning, salt, Maggi, ginger, garlic, and I'm just gonna allow it to fry some more before adding my soaked fish, crayfish, dried fish, and the grilled fish. So it's more like a fish stew, right? But I call it a multi-purpose fried stew. The reason is because you can use this stew on any kind of meal. It goes with rice, it goes with plain beans, it goes with plantain, and at the end of this video, I'm actually going to show you what I used my own fried stew to eat. So stay tuned. Okay, so the stew has been frying for close to 10-12 minutes thereabout, and you can see how thick it has turned. Okay, so that's the joy of the fried stew. You know, this kind of stew, it's so certain that you will not have anything left out. You virtually eat up everything, you know, no wastage. So I'm just gonna lower the heat right now so that the fried stew can simmer up a little bit, and then it's ready to be used. So here is a plain beans that I've cooked up, you know, and put in the freezer for some time. I just brought it out and then poured a little quantity of water in the saucepan, put the beans so that I can boil it up back to the normal temperature. So let me talk about temperatures here. It's always good to ensure that you boil your food to the right temperature. You know, chicken has its own temperature, so does other cooked food. So I'm just boiling up my beans here to ensure that it comes to the temperature that I desire, and to ensure that it's properly hot, you know, before I dish my meal, before I serve my meal. So I'm just gonna allow it to boil up, and then you see what the end result is. Stay tuned. So it's ready to be served. You see that the appearance has changed and the consistency. So it's ready to be served. So this is what I'm going to use my own multi-purpose fried stew to eat. That's called a dodo and ewa. Let me know in the description box down below if you're interested in knowing how I make my own dodo, also known as corn pudding. It's delicious and I love it always, anytime. So use the description box and comments tab down below to let me know if you're interested in this meal.